you should turn this into an ice cream store. Great idea.
They're not generating 10% of the revenue that they could out of this building right now.
He's so dumb. Let's see if he notices.
I already negotiated the deal. Your house is attached to it.
Huh? What?
It's another one. We're gonna bring you on a deal. We're not putting any money in, but we found the deal. It's gonna cash flow.
I know that the money is where I want to be, but I have to get it going. Come back the next time. I'm going to do it this way.
So what are you gonna do wrong the first time so I can stop you from donating?
I don't want to be stopped. I want to be able to sit next to someone across from me and they can't say no.
So you're gonna give up too much?
It might be your opinion that I'm giving up too much. And I'm not. So I just need you to...
I'll be sure to let you know. Looked at it 5 years ago. It still hasn't sold, so now we're back to check it out 5 years later.
And they've lowered the price 200 grand. So since 2019, has anything gone down in value?
It's only gone up.
Everything's got more expensive except for this piece of property. So we're excited to see.
Already was evaluating the rent roll. I'm seeing their parking spaces are at $66.30. Weird kind of number. And then they jump to a $99 I'm seeing on some. The pricing is just kind of sporadic. And this is next to the water, so I think maybe...
So did you run the numbers on what they have?
It's been confusing a little bit, so I needed to get a better understanding. Nice to meet you, Doug.
Actually, look at me. I said 19.
Oh.
You did.
Yeah, I came and walked it.
It's okay if I take a picture of your rates?
Yeah, feel free to take
Okay.
a picture.
Thank you very much. So, and do we know the numbers of these? How many are indoor? How many covered? How many?
That is my big question.
The rent roll that we did get, I did put it into a spreadsheet so I can send you what I got, just so we can kind of see where we're at.
I'm seeing these security cameras and stuff. Is there quite a bit of cameras throughout the entire property or just kind of around this warehouse?
It covers the whole. They're up there on the storage. It's okay.
Are you guys running like a retail business?
Yeah.
And so that's...
and whoever buys it, we'd like to sell this with the sale.
does it make money?
It does for us because everything's paid for.
Yeah.
All right.
I want to keep it. Mary's done. So she, we're up in our 70s and it's time to let it go. And built, when we had it built, it's built to put a second story on top.
Okay, so it's strong.
So it's engineered for that.
Okay.
Only restroom, or is there a restroom inside?
Yeah, we cool.
There's two. Oh, okay. You can enclose this, and then if you wanted to do flex space, you could enclose this and have the bathroom, and someone could almost use it like that.
Because I'd be trying to lease out that front space, and they would just need either we're getting rid of this, and they're leasing the whole 5,600 square feet for $6,000 a month, or whatever the going rate would be, or we're gonna do what you just said, put some walls and make that separate.
All right, check it out. When you're watching these videos, we know that you guys have questions that aren't answered. Might be about business, might be about real estate. Well, guess what? We can answer all those questions that aren't getting answered in this video. So shoot us a text at 928-605-4335 because there's questions that need to be answered, and this dude and I will answer those questions for you. 928-605-4335. Shoot us a text.
We would be upgrading the security lighting, the cameras, so that way we can keep more people honest.
You don't need to have an employee up here. You just have good security cameras, good lighting and everything.
Power gate, that's going to get them in and out.
Yep.
We're going to have 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. hours, not 24-hour access, because that's with 3 a.m. people, that's when people fuck with shit. So,
exactly.
So my game plan would be probably run the numbers of just could we lease this out to that mechanic that does want to make endless money that he just said, because he's a badass boat mechanic, and great, here you go. You'll get X amount of spots, and we get those shops in the back, we get those RV units, those rates would be going up. And he's charging okay onto these uncovered parking spaces, because I'm at $50, $55, and he's at 65, 70, so maybe I can get $5 extra times though 70 spots, and then I know I could raise the carports by $25 each. So
I like it, man, because they're not generating 10% of the revenue that they could out of this building right now.
no, but nice warehouse and
It's another one.
You get a good idea. You know what's better? Being the landlord.
being the landlord.
Fuck any business idea. Just be the landlord. Hey, you should turn this into an ice cream store. Great idea. You like it? I love it.
Red's due on the first.
Let me see. Bo's got a jacket. I'm gonna steal it.
You're right.
He's so dumb. It's cold and he's not wearing it. Let's see if he notices.
So these next two, do you rent these out individually?
Well, there's two boats per week.
Oh, so it's same thing. You just
and
park
these
them
are
inside.
35s, so they're for the longer boats.
Do you know the width and depth?
Yeah, this is 25 by 35.
Hey, Bo.
Yeah.
Off an eyeball, you see if that's you think that's a 12-foot wide or 14-foot wide? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them.
And the other one's 25 by 35.
And there's 3.
Yeah.
Sure.
Are they still your mom and dad used to go to the lake?
What's
up and stuff.
Mom doing?
My mom, she's just as ornery as ever, and I swear, it's just
Last time I saw her was we were sitting around a campfire on the beach.
really okay.
Yeah.
And she would be there tomorrow if someone would back a boat up for her. She misses those days out at the lake with you guys and just doing those type of things with Jim and Cheryl, my dad. They spent so many years out there. A lot of memories, huh? Oh, yeah.
I'm so done boating.
I'm so done boating. We don't have any storage up in this part of town, but you're closer to the lake, so are a lot of these people lake people, or they just, it doesn't matter? I mean,
90% of our storage people are Californians.
Californians, okay?
Is there any chance that you guys might own or finance for even like a year or two, turn it back over to a bank? Like if we got you enough money down to feel okay?
With enough money down, yeah, I definitely.
Okay. Because probably what we would do is once we get it, we might like stabilize these a little bit better, just clean it all up before we take it back to the bank to try and get the appraisal up on it. Because I think like right now, get the appraisal without having to put too much money down. Like if we get rates up just a little bit to try and generate a little bit more revenue or get it filled up, then we get the revenue up, we can take it back to the community bank and they may give us better financing options on it.
Whatever I say, definitely.
Oh, yeah, run
has
it to the
go
wife.
back to
I
the
get
other
it,
half
100%.
because I would like to keep it.
Yeah.
myself.
Yeah, I understand
because
that.
it's a steady income every month.
Yep.
I mean, I know good and well that, quarter of it goes to capital gains.
Well, that's the other thing that's kind of good too, is if you did do an owner carry for a short period of time, is then you're prolonging taking those capital gains.
Yeah.
So you're going to obviously pay taxes on whatever we give you down.
Right.
But then if you just get a nice monthly payment, I mean, even if we can get it close to where you're at after expenses now, you know what I mean? If we get you a nice enough payment every month, even after 12 months, just see how you're doing. Hey, do you like getting the payment or would you like us to go get it refinanced? And then we'll go get it refinanced and get you cashed out if you wanted to. We've got quite a few properties that they weren't open to owner financing, but once we kind of laid it out and structured it, they felt confident with it, and then we gave them our personal financials so they feel solid that we're not going to default on it.
Well, I know you guys are.
Yeah, because I get it. Even if you got it back and you had a bunch of money down, you really don't want it back.
No,
at that point.
we don't.
Once I'm done, I'm done. I just want to get my payment every month.
Well, he's got it set up right now where he uses someone to park each one of these boats and pull each one of these boats out. So that would have to change with our business model. But he's not charging enough, so we could raise the rates and have less boats here. And there's room for add-on as far as storage, as far as either lean-tos or else fully enclosed, right?
That is exactly correct. I've seen a lot of dead space. Well, right now, he's utilizing only about 80% of his land, where I'm seeing just a lot of empty spots where we would bring up his parking spaces where he's charging $65. We'd go up to $85 times, the 200 spots he has. Any of these dead corners would now be pods. We checked all the storage complexes within 3 miles. They're all sold out, so that'd be just easy to add pods right away. The warehouse, they're using it as their own personal retail shop. It's 5,600 square feet. They've got 9 boats in it right now, making $1,800. We get rid of all those, and we put in a tenant here for $5,000 to $6,000 a month. Those would be stuff we would do in the first 90 days. I was thinking, hey, if we're going to a bank, it's $1 million. If you carry for us, it's 1.1.
There you go, too. Yeah. Just see what this does.
So, already negotiated the deal. Yeah. Your house is attached to it.
Huh? What?
Well, everything that you have, everything would complement.
No, it would tie in this end of town for us, so.
Yeah.
Just if the damn owner wasn't charging so much. I don't know. I'm just kidding.
Like I say, it's $200,000 cheaper than when you looked at it last time.
Okay.
It's on sale.
Crazy. That's a good one, man. Owner carry deal. Yeah, buddy.
I have your rent roll, so I have an idea of the income you're making now. How many empty spaces do you think are not included on that, where I could say, hey, there's 5 empty spaces where I could add another $65 for
I
parking?
just counted, I believe, 6 enclosed empties.
6 enclosed.
And I think there's 2 covered, and then there's over 100, probably 150 open.
You feel like you could fit another 100?
Oh, yeah.
What are you guys' plans after you do sell it? Are you guys going to go buy an RV and tour the country, or?
We're just going to take it easy for a while. I got a ranch up above that lake. Oh, okay. Got 120 acres up there, and I just go up there and got all the projects going. And
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Nice seeing you again. Always
Yeah, thank you. Nice to meet you. Yeah. All right, take care.
Thank you. He doesn't even have 6 of the enclosed units filled into the carport, so that's an extra $1,000. So I really think that it'll be easy to get this into the $16,000, $17,000 as is before any pods, before anything, because I'm just going to raise rates on every single one of these, relay out some parking spaces, but
I see 16,000 for sure.
For sure.
Throw some pods, even if you took the lower area, did you line that with pods?
That's what he was saying, lower.
Take the lower area with pods.
the expenses I would have are going to be a new power gate with keypads, because that tells me who's coming and going, and better cameras and secure
And then
lighting.
I would just fix that wooden fence that goes that direction.
Oh, I told Zach, I'm gonna run out and steal his jacket. I thought it was funny until we got there, it was freezing. Now it's funny again. Hey, here's your jacket back.
This is the road into our community of 60,000 plus people. And so if you're moving it fresh into town, you're getting ready to go into your house, you think you're gonna have room for everything, but then you're gonna possibly not. If the first storage place that you see on the way into town is called Mojave Storage, and then you pass about 3 more of them in town, most likely you should probably call Mojave Storage to store some of your shit that doesn't fit in your house. Or you're gonna store that boat, or you're gonna store that RV or whatever. A lot of people don't plan on, all right, well, we're moving to Bullhead City, so call and find a storage place. No, they get their place first. They move to town, move their shit into their place, then realize, oh, we got more shit than what we want, and then they're gonna store it somewhere.
But if you look at this as a retail guy, location, location, location. Well, this is a boat storage, which is the very closest to Lake Mojave, which is a huge mecca for people in Southern California, the locals, and the Phoenix market. And we're on the Colorado River, which is a huge market for the same things I just said. So it's the first location coming into town. We would just market it better, signage better, and when you drove into town, you're gonna see it's Mojave Storage. And like what Bo said, you pass 3 or 4 different Mojave Storage, except for the truth is you're gonna pass probably 20 Mojave Storage signs driving through town. So it's just one that we should have just because of location. What do you think he can owner carry him, and what do you think he's receptive to?
He already knows who we are. He goes, I know you guys are good for it. I go, we give you our personal financials, and I said, probably even throw Mike's house in there if we needed to. He just laughed, but no, he's down. They want to sell, and you figure that they're 23 years vested in there. They spent their last good years working their ass off there. So if you tell them how much you love the property, which honestly, I love that property.
I do too.
If you tell them how much you care for it, and they've put 23 years of blood, sweat, and tears in it, they want to sell to us.
Absolutely. They want to sell it to someone that's
Yes.
going to take care of it. It's
And I
their
was-
legacy, right?
Yeah,
They've
and I
been
was
doing
just
it for
talking to 'em, I
30
go,
years.
think about it.
Out here, if that was just a blank piece of property, no business, no buildings, which there is a business there, there are buildings on it, there is storage happening there, it is bringing in $11,000 a month. But if there was none of that there, at $6, it's at least worth $5 a square foot just empty sitting there. He says he's got close to $1 million in the brick wall that goes around the 4 acres, and he only wants to sell the whole business for 1.3. So replacement cost, it's a good deal. Price per square foot, it's a good deal. Cash flow, it's a good deal. So it marks all the boxes of something that we would buy, correct? Mm-hmm. We've been doing this for a long time. The price he's asking is more than fair, and it leaves enough meat on the bone for us to value add and make it cash flow the very first day we own it. 90 days after we own that property, we could put it up for sale for 1.9. Would you say, Bo, if we get...
Oh, yes. I'd have a hard time selling for anything less.
Yeah. The day we close, we make money and it cash flows. And that's exactly what we do over and over again. And it's what so many people have a problem seeing how we do it. You just keep looking, you keep building relationships. We're 5 years into looking at this piece of property, but it looks like now we're going to be able to come to a deal. We're going to get it into escrow. The day we get into escrow, we're making money, and the day we close, it'll be cash flowing. So if you have any questions about anything we just talked about and you want to do some of this type of stuff, give us a text at 928-605-4335. We can help anybody out there. If you're looking to close on a piece of property, maybe you haven't closed on a piece of property, you want to buy some industrial property, you want to buy residential property, you want to buy some storage, and you need help, shoot us a text at 928-605-4335. Mike and Bo, right on.
You just don't know what you don't know. So text us, 928-605-4335. Hit us up.